Welcome to Study Loop.
First, we need to write the reaction of oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfate. To balance oxygens, we need to add 2 water on the left, and to balance hydrogens, we need to add 4H plus on the right. To balance the charge, we need to add 2 electrons. A. Potassium permanganate produces permanganate anion, and manganese sulfate is presented by manganese cation. To balance oxygen, we need to add 4 water, and to balance hydrogens, we need to add 8 protons. The charge is balanced by 5 electrons. Now we write the second half reaction beneath this one. And to balance it, we need to multiply the first line by 2 and the second line by 5. It will give us this equation. The equation will have 16 hydrogens on the left and 20 on the right. We cancel 16 hydrogens on the left by subtracting 16 hydrogens from each side, and we'll end up with 4 remaining protons on the right. The equation is balanced. After we do the same thing with water, we have 10 waters on the left and 8 waters on the right. We subtract 8 waters from each side, and we're left with 2 waters. B. Potassium dichromate gives you dichromate anion, which is reduced to chromium 3 plus. To balance oxygens, we need to add 7 waters. To balance hydrogens, we need to add 14 protons. And to balance charge, we need to add 6 electrons. Now let's write the second half reaction beneath that. To balance it, we need to multiply the first half reaction by 1. It will give us 6 electrons on this side, and the second half reaction is multiplied by 3. It will give us 3 by 2, 6 electrons on this side. And write down the result. Now we have 14 hydrogens on the left and 12 hydrogens on the right. By subtracting 12 hydrogens from each side, we will end up with remaining 2 hydrogens, 2 protons on the left. By subtracting 6 waters from each side, we will end up with 1 water on the right side. The equation is balanced. C. Mercury 1 nitrate dissociates into mercury 2 plus. It takes 2 electrons to reduce it to mercury metal. Then we write out the second half reaction beneath it, and it doesn't require any additional balancing. We just write down the result and end up with this equation, which is balanced.